Hey, hi all, good morning. So, uh, we have taken the demo class yesterday. So we'll start from today. And the timing, everything the class timing is Monday to Friday, morning 7 to 9 a.m. IST, 2 hours daily. And the course duration is approx 1 month, or maybe it can extend. It totally depends how interactive is your batch, how once if you're asking questions and all this sort of stuff. Okay, so do you have any question before I proceed, anyone?
No,
No?
Tanuj.
Okay, good. So quickly, I will recap what all we have discussed yesterday. Like yesterday, I have shown you this one, this is script. I'm repeating it because many of you have joined the course today only. So that's why I'm quickly repeating it. But I will request you all to go through the recording and let me know if any clarification is needed. So this line number one is the syntax to create a table. Okay. The syntax tells that we have written create table employee. It means we are trying to create employee table. Okay. In that employee table, these are the columns we have, right? Employee ID, employee name, salary, location, and gender. Okay. So, and these are the data types. So it means here we are telling SQL engine to create a table with the name employee and to keep these columns, employee ID, employee name, salary, location, and gender. And these are the data types. Data types are nothing but we are informing to the SQL engine that what type of data we want to store. If we want to store numbers, we have to mark it as int. Okay. If you want to store alphabets, we will have to mark it as varchar 50. Okay. So that is what we have mentioned here. Any question in this create table statement? No? Okay. So let me create this. Table has been created. If you want to see the structure of table, you have to write DSC employee. This will show you the structure of a table. So you could see here the table which you have created. Thus, you can see the structure of that table is employee, and the column names are employee ID, employee name, salary, location, gender. What all columns you have in this table, you will get the details here. Okay. This null part I have told you yesterday to ignore. Right. Just a minute. Will disturb during your class. Just give me 1 minute. Someone is facing issue. Okay, so this keyword DSC employee, this is used to check the structure of a table. Okay, and here then this is the syntax. This all insert is the syntax to insert data or to store data or to save data in this employee table. Okay, we have discussed yesterday. This is the syntax. By this, you can save data into this employee table, right? Any question, anyone so far, or anything which is not clear you want me to repeat? No? Okay. I will request, please feel free, ask question, even if it is simple or complicated, whatever it may be. Feel free and ask questions. Okay, don't think that okay, others have understood it. It is simple concept, how I should ask. No. You should ask question. If you're not asking, you will be in loss. Okay. So now I will execute this insert a statement. If this data has been saved in this table, if you want to see the data, you want to display the data, for that you have to write this query. What is the meaning of select?
To display.
To display. Select means whatever you want to display. For that, we have to write select. What is the meaning of the star?
All the column from a particular table.
Star means all the columns. You are telling SQL engine that I want to display all the columns. From employee means the table from which you want the data. Okay. So now if I will, Akshay Kala, don't do that drawing on the board. Okay. Click on the run button. You could see here, this is the output. So far, this is the basic syntax. Line number 1 is showing the syntax of creating a table. This line number 3 till 11, this is showing you how you can save data or store data in a table. Line number 2 is showing you if you want to see the structure of a table, you have to write DSCM5. This will show you the structure. Line number 13 is for to display the data. If you want to display all the records, you can write select a star from employee. This will show you all the data from the employee table. Hope it is clear so far.
Yes,
Okay.
okay.
Now suppose your manager is telling that no, I don't want to see all the columns. Just show me employee name and location. So what you have to do, remove a star and write employee name, comma, location. So this will show you only employee name and location. I mean, you can customize here whatever you want. You just write after select, it will show you those records only. You could see here that you're not getting employee ID, salary, location, sorry, salary and gender. You're getting only employee name and location. Hope it is clear so far.
Yes.
Okay. So you can customize it as per your requirement, whatever you want to display. Suppose you want to display gender as well, give comma right here, gender. So this will show you gender as well. Now you're able to see employee name, location, and gender in this. It's getting displayed. It means whatever you want to display, you write after select, it will be displayed here in the table. Any question?
As we can see,
Mm-hmm.
SQL is a case sensitive, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you check the header, like employee name,
Mm-hmm.
location, and gender, it's
Mm-hmm.
we store the data in the proper format. Like first letter is a capital,
Mm-hmm.
remaining is a small.
Right.
But here everything is looking as a capital.
Mm-hmm. What is the
Right?
reason, right?
Yes.
Okay. See, SQL is not case sensitive. I repeat, SQL is not case sensitive language. What the meaning is, you see, I have written this query now, right? This select is in lowercase, correct? Now see, I will change this. Are you getting the same output,
Yes.
right? Okay.
Yes.
So the table name, the column name, the reserved keywords, like in this query, select is a reserved keyword. What is the meaning of reserved keyword? Reserved keyword means those keywords which SQL engine has a special meaning. So select, the moment you will write select, engine will understand that user wants to display something. Have you written here that I want to display the data? You have not written, right? You have just written select. So just with this select, engine will understand that our user wants to display the data. So this is known as the reserved keyword. Similarly here from, okay, this is a reserved keyword. Why? Because the moment you will write here, the SQL engine will understand that our user wants data from this employee table. And this employee, this is the table name. These are the column names. So in SQL, the table name, the column names, the reserved keywords, there is no restriction that you have to write in uppercase or lowercase. Your wish. You write it in any case, there is no problem at all. Now you might be thinking, but Tanvir, here you have written this column names in lowercase, no? Why it is coming in uppercase here, right? So it is because this is the representation. But that is why always, whether you write this column names in lowercase or uppercase, always it will be displayed in uppercase here in the result. Is this clear?
Yes.
Is it making sense? Are you guys understanding it?
Yes.
Okay. So these all things, table name, column name, reserved keywords, your wish. You can write in any case. Now say this employee table. I will write all in uppercase. Now check the output. Are you getting the output or not? Yes, we are getting the output. So these things you can write in any case your wish. Hope it is clear.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now, but your interview, the interviewer will never ask questions from this create table or insert table. These are the simple things. Okay, and this task are done by loader. Nowadays, every ETL tool, if you guys know about the ETL tool, may I know how many of you are fresher here? Can you raise your hand? I want to understand my audience. That's why I'm asking. Freshers who have never worked in IT industry. Can you raise your hand, please? 1, 2. Yeah,
Also, those who are not familiar in SQL.
no, that not just those who are fresher. 1, 2. Those who are fresher, I'm asking. Can you raise your hand? Okay, fine. Now, those who has never studied anything about SQL, can you raise your hand? Never studied anything about SQL. Yeah, please raise your hand quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Others have studied little bit. Okay, fine. Fine. Got it. Thank you. Okay, now here we have discussed yesterday that suppose if my manager is telling me, now why I asked this question. See, SQL nowadays, you all know, go for any job profile, check the job description. SQL must be there. So this SQL is like the bread and butter. Why I'm telling this? So please focus, attend the class regularly, work on the assignment religiously. Don't miss it because this is the game changer. This is okay. So that's why utilize this 1 month time period. Try to understand each and every aspect of SQL. This will help you a lot in interview process. Okay. Now suppose here the manager is asking me that, fine, Tanvir, this is you are showing the data of all the employees, but I'm interested in only those records who are from Delhi. So for that we have discussed that we have to apply filter, right? You all know filter, you have applied filter, right? If you are purchasing something on Amazon, so if you want to purchase an air conditioner, right? So you will apply filter now. You will apply filter that what is the capacity, maybe 1.5 ton or 1 ton or 2 ton. You will apply filter on that. Then you will apply filter on the ratings, right? Then you will apply filter on the company. So nowadays filter is a very common activity we perform. So in SQL engine, when you want to apply filter, you have to use this where keyword. Where acts as a filter in the SQL engine. The moment you will write where, any question? Okay. The moment you will apply, the moment you will write where, the SQL engine will understand that user wants to apply filter. Okay. Now on which column you want to apply filter here?
Location.
On which
Location.
So you have to write here location. So SQL engine will understand. You see, learning SQL is nothing but trying to understand the language of SQL, how to communicate with the SQL engine, right? Suppose if someone is from North India and he knows only Hindi, if he will go to Bangalore, okay, and if he has to speak Kannada, it will be difficult for him. And similarly, vice versa. If someone from Bangalore is coming to Delhi, it will be difficult for him to speak in Hindi, right? So why? Because, and suppose if he has to stay in Bangalore for 4 or 5 years, right? So in that case, he will try to learn Kannada because he has to stay here and he has to communicate. And it is not necessary that everyone knows English, right? So he has to communicate, and that's why he has to learn that language, local language of Karnataka, that is Kannada, right? So that he can interact. Similarly, here we are not doing anything. We are just trying to learn this language of SQL so that we can interact with the SQL engine and we can place our request. Request means the data, whatever we want, and then it will display those records to us. So that is what we are trying to understand, to learn the language of SQL. How should I communicate with the SQL, right? So that is why during the course, I'll be telling you the meaning of each and every keyword. So where means to apply filter. So we have written here location. Now, which location data you want? Delhi. So I will write Delhi here. Okay. Okay, how you are finding the pace of the class so far? Is it fine or is it slow? I know it is not fast.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. Okay. Let me know down the line if you need any modifications. So this is our employee table. Okay. So now here I will run this query because one more thing. In SQL, it is not necessary that all the keywords has to be written in a single line. No. You can write this in 2 lines, you can write this in 1 line, you can write this in 3 lines, your wish. Generally, when I write SQL query, what I do is I write all the things in select clause in 1 line, from in another line, where in another line. The reason is it will be easy for me to understand that what all columns I'm selecting, from which table I'm selecting the data, what is the filter. But if you want to write everything in 1 line, you can do that as well. Okay, your wish. So now I have executed this query, and for this is the output. Okay. So my manager has told me to display all the employees who are from Delhi. I executed this query and we got this output. Do you think this is the correct output?
No.
No.
This
No.
is not the correct output, right? Okay. Just a minute. This will be used on a daily basis. Let me keep it here. Order of execution. And please don't make a note of anything. All these things will be shared with you after the class. Just listen to the lecture. Okay. So now, why do you think this is not the correct output? What is the
Because
reason?
there are 4 employee in employee table, no? From Delhi.
Okay, good. Here we can see that Tom is from Delhi, Michael is from Delhi, Abdul is from Delhi. Again, this Michael is from Delhi, right? Fine. So we have to display everyone, but why only Tom is getting displayed? Manager will ask this question, no? That then with this Michael and Abdul are also from Delhi, then why you're displaying Tom only? Any reason for this?
The location in Delhi
Hmm.
depends on that.
Keyword difference, no? Some are written in uppercase.
Okay. Good. So here, like the data is case sensitive. What is the meaning of case sensitive? We will try to understand it. Okay. Suppose my Gmail account password is learn at 123. Okay. And suppose if I have written learn at 1, 2, 3. Do you think the Gmail will allow me to access my
No.
account?
No,
No. Why?
because of case sensitive.
Because of case sensitive. It means if my password has L in uppercase and all other characters E, A, R, N in lowercase, so I have to provide in that way only. Here I have written everything in uppercase, so the Gmail will not accept it. It will reject and it will throw error message, and this is incorrect password. You all know this, correct? Nowadays we are using password at many platform, and you know this, right? Similarly, in SQL, data is case sensitive. Right now, I have told you that this column name, the table name, the keywords, they are not case sensitive. Those things you write in uppercase or lowercase, your wish. There is no problem. Okay. But the data means, see, whatever you have saved or you stored, these all things are data. This employee name, these values are data. This is case sensitive. So here you have to be alert. You have to write in the same case. Okay. So here you have written location equals Delhi. Okay. So what will happen? Now let's try to understand how this query will be executed. Now here in this order of execution, I have already covered all these things yesterday. So quickly I'm revising it. But this will not happen in all the classes. You have to revise it before the class starts. Okay. So now in the order of execution, which keyword will be executed first?
From.
First of all, what is the meaning of this order of execution? What
Which
is the meaning?
keyword will be execute first?
Okay, good. See, the way how how we write the query, okay, and the way how internally the SQL engine executes your query is different. Okay. So this is the way how internally your query is executed by the SQL engine. First of all, the engine will pick the from keyword. Okay. So now here from keyword means this is the one from employee. Now what is the meaning of from keyword? From
Take a
keyword
data
means
from employee table, no?
correct, correct. From means you are telling SQL engine that I want some data from the employee table. Then engine will search for this table and it will keep it in the temporary memory. Fine. So from task is over. This task is over. After from which keyword?
Where?
Where.
After from you have joins and on, but have you used this in your query?
No.
We have not used. So next keyword is where. So now here you have where keyword. What is the task of where? To apply filter, correct? Okay, on which column you want to apply filter?
Location.
Location column, right? 1 minute. Can't access password is wrong. Can't access. Please log in and okay, if you're facing the problem of this password incorrect or something like that, so you have to log out and again log into Zoom. Okay. So you could see here the location column we want to apply filter. So then what value you want to filter? This value. The value you have to be very focused here. You have written here D uppercase ELHI. So it means you want to search this value. Now engine will focus on this location column and it will search each and every record. So do you think this daily is same as this daily?
Yes.
Yes.
It is same. So engine will select this record. Then it will go to the next record. Okay, one thing. You are searching for Delhi. You found the Delhi here. So do you think engine will stop here or it will keep on searching?
Keep on searching.
Keep on searching.
Yes, engine will not stop here. Suppose you want to buy a laptop of 16 GB RAM, i5 processor, 1 TB hard disk, and 15-inch screen. So suppose you have given this filter on Amazon. Okay. So do you think after that Amazon will show you only one laptop which is having that configuration, or it will show you all the laptop with the same configuration? What do you think?
All the laptops.
All the laptops. That is why engine will not stop here. It will keep on scanning all the other records as well. And this is consistent throughout SQL. It is not for this query only. Down the line, when I will teach you joins, window functions, or any other, everywhere the behavior of SQL will be like this only. It will scan the entire table one by one, one by one. So Delhi you have tested and it is Delhi, so this will be selected. Next record is Chennai. So do you think it is same as this? No, it
No.
is different. So this record will be rejected. Now, do you think this Delhi and this Delhi are same?
No.
No,
No.
this is not same. So this will also be rejected. This will be rejected. This will be rejected. What about this?
Rejected.
This is also different. Here you have all the characters in uppercase, and here only D is in uppercase. So this is also rejected. What about this?
Rejected. D is
This
in
will
lower
also
case.
be rejected. So only this record has been selected. So the task of filter is over. Filter task is over, no? Okay.
Yes.
So where task is over, let me change the color of this. Now what next after this? You have this select. What is the task of select keyword?
To select from the entire table.
To display.
Select means to display, right? So here you have written select employee name, location, and gender. It means you are telling SQL engine that please display employee name, location, and gender. So engine will copy employee name from here, location from here, and gender from. Then which record you have selected? This record. So for this employee name is Tom, will be kept here. Location is Delhi, it will be kept here. Gender is male, it will be kept here. Is this clear?
Yes.
Hope it is clear to every. I have just shown you that how a basic SQL query is executed, the flow of that, internally what happens, and throughout the course we'll be studying in this format only. Okay. Shall I proceed further now if it is clear to everyone?
Veer, I have a question.
Yes.
You said the data will be stored in temp memory. So what was that?
Actually, like here, you are getting data from this table, right? But the SQL will not touch this parent table. There is certain reason. When I will teach you update and delete keyword, I will explain you that. So when you have written from employee, so engine will search for this employee table in the database, because you know that in the database you have a lot of tables. It will search it. It will take a copy of it, and it will keep that in the temporary memory, like your RAM, right? It will keep it here. And then what all filters you have told, it will apply the filter condition. Okay. And then it will display the data, what all you have selected. Once it is displayed now, after that engine will delete all these things from the temporary memory. So it will be cleaned. So throughout the SQL, whatever query I will show you, so generally all the things happens in the temporary memory. And once the engine will cater to your requirement, then it will clean it. Like how when you visit a restaurant and you when you have, please go on mute. Thank you. And if you have ordered something, right? So the table on which you are sitting, okay, so what will happen? The waiter will serve food there. You will take your lunch or breakfast, whatever it may be. And then after that, what will happen? Once you're done with that, the waiter will come and he will again clean the table. All right. So that is the same thing is happening here. So the food has been served to you, the data has been displayed, and then it will clean everything. Hope it is clear.
And this process will happen irrespective of data, like whether it's small or large.
Ah, so for if the data is too large, there's a concept of indexing which comes into picture. So that's not a part of the SQL syllabus. Okay, so if you know the concept of indexing, that comes into picture. And then because of that, the volume of data will be reduced. You are thinking that, sorry, this huge volume of data is getting copied. So this will take a lot of memory and time consuming, right? But it doesn't
Yes.
take much time because engine has to just copy and paste it there. It doesn't have to perform any other operation. Okay,
Okay.
hope it is clear. Any other question? Sorry. Okay. Now this is the output. So, but my manager is telling that Tanvir, no, this is not the correct output because I could see here we have Tom, we have Michael, and we have Abdul. This Michael, they all are from Delhi, but why you are displaying Tom only? So I told this that because data is case sensitive, we are searching for uppercase Delhi, uppercase D. So I'm getting only that record, right? But your manager will tell that, sorry, I'm not bothered how your SQL engine works. It is your headache, but I want all the employees who are from Delhi, irrespective of the case, how you have saved it. Hope it is clear. Okay. So for that, now what we have discussed yesterday, that we will take the help of upper keyword, if you remember. And one thing I will request, after the class, okay, please go through the recording. So that means when you attend the next class, you should be in sync. Okay. Now I will write upper location equals Delhi. Now this is the output. So do you think this is the expected output?
Yes, this is correct.
Yes, this is the expected output, right? You could see here we're getting all the employees who are from Delhi, irrespective of the case of location. Correct now? Here location C. In Delhi, D is in uppercase, all other characters in lowercase. In this Delhi, all the characters in lowercase. In this Delhi, all the characters in uppercase, right? So irrespective of the case, we are getting all the employees who are from Delhi. And this was made possible with the help of this upper keyword. So we will try to understand that how it is getting executed. So far, so good. Hope it is clear. Okay. Fine.
Yes.
Now, in this query, we will try to understand how the engine is executing it. So tell me which keyword will be executed first.
I have a little doubt.
From
Yeah, please tell me.
Like here we have written where upper location equals to Delhi, right? So
Mhm.
we have written upper, so we are getting all the details of Delhi location.
Mhm.
It's in any case it's coming up, right? So if we
Mhm.
write lower, we'll also get the same result.
We'll come to lower. We'll discuss it after this. Just give me some time. We'll discuss it after this. Okay.
So if we don't write upper, so it is only Tom Delhi. Why?
If we don't write upper, it is Tom Daily.
Over here, the green one, employee name, location, gender. When we were not
That
writing
is
upper,
what.
it was
Uh,
only Delhi.
uh,
Why and
Because
why not Abdul with full caps Delhi or Michael with all small caps Delhi?
hmm, the reason is you are searching here this data, correct?
Yes.
Right? And the SQL is case sensitive with data. So SQL will understand that user is searching for the data where D is in uppercase and all other characters in lowercase. This is the meaning.
So, but
So
here every character is in uppercase, like here, where
where
upper
this one?
location. Yes, this one.
This I will explain. I have not explained this. I will come to this now. Okay, but this part is clear or not?
Yes, yes,
This is clear?
yes.
Okay. I will explain you how this is getting executed. And fine. So which keyword will be executed first here?
From.
From.
Okay. From will be executed. So in from what we do, we will take a copy of the employee table. Okay. Is this fine? We'll take a copy of the employee table here. Okay. After from, the from task is over. Let me change the color to green. After from, which keyword you will execute?
Where.
Where.
Where?
Where? Okay. Now, what is the task of where?
To
To
fill.
apply filter, right? After where you have written upper location. What is the meaning of upper?
Converts the location in uppercase, but internally.
Right. Whenever you will write upper, whenever and wherever. Currently, I have written upper along with where, no? You can write upper along with select as well. Okay, so the meaning of upper, wherever you write, the meaning is you are telling SQL engine that I want to convert the data of this location column all in uppercase. This is the meaning of upper. And this will happen in the temporary memory only. That's why I have told you, engine will not touch the parent table. Engine will not touch the parent table, right? So this will convert everything in uppercase in the temporary memory. Okay, can you tell me why? If it will convert this in the parent table all in uppercase, what is the problem?
It may hamper the raw data.
Oh, so what is the problem? If it will hamper, then what is the problem?
Data will lose its original form, right?
Right. Here, if someone has inserted data in this format, maybe there might be some reason for that. You never know, right? So you don't have authority to change this data. Are you getting this point? You don't have authority to change this data. Okay. So that is why if you want to convert this in upper location, this will not happen in the parent table. That is why everything will happen in the temporary memory. Okay, this will not happen in the parent table. So in the temporary memory, engine will convert this into uppercase. Hope it is clear. So where upper location, you converted each and every record of this location column in uppercase. Fine. Now after this, you have written Delhi. It means you are telling SQL engine that I want this Delhi, all uppercase, DLHI. It means you are telling SQL engine that I want this data, Delhi, all in uppercase. But in which column you are searching is? In upper location column or the location column? Where?
Upper location.
Upper location column. So now the engine will search this Delhi in each and every record of this upper location column. So this is Delhi, same as that, right? This is same, Delhi uppercase, all in uppercase. This Delhi is in all in uppercase, and this as well, all in uppercase. So engine will select these records. Is this clear so far?
Yes.
Hope it is clear to everyone so far.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now, this data you have derived from which record? From this record, no?
Hmm.
Actually, this data is representing this record, correct? If suppose you
Correct.
have any athletic, okay, and if they are taking if they are participating in Olympics, so he or she is representing the entire country, right? So similarly, this data is representing this entire record. So if you have selected this, it means literally you have selected this entire record. Similarly, this Delhi, it means you have selected this entire record. And for this too, similarly, you have selected this entire record. So that's the reason. Now see, we got all the Delhi, correct? So now where task is over? Hope it is clear. Then engine will come to select. Now what is the task of select? To display the data. Select task is to display the data. So what you want to display here? Employee name, location, and gender. So engine will copy this employee name, then this location, and then this gender. Okay. And this values, what all you have selected, it will display here. So is this clear how this upper keyword works?
Yes.
Yes.
You all understood this, right? Fine.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So these all things we have already discussed yesterday. It's quickly I'm revising it. Now suppose in this query, instead of writing daily in uppercase, if I will write suppose in this format, then what will be the output?
No
No
data.
data found.
No data found, right? Generally, I ask this question when I take interview, and many times I have seen the candidates, they will think, okay, this is lowercase daily, DELHI, all in lowercase. So they think that engine will display this output Michael and this output Michael. Okay, but no, that's not the scenario. This daily all in lowercase, you are searching in which column?
Upper location.
Upper location. So in this upper location, now you have converted everything in uppercase, right? So will you find this daily here in this column? You will not find this because you converted everything in uppercase, no? And what you are searching? You are searching lowercase daily. So how engine will find this lowercase DLHI in this column which has all the records in uppercase? Do you think you will get any record? Do you think?
No.
No. So that's why when I will execute this query, check the output, there is no data found. So what we learned from this, one thing you have to take care, if you are using upper location, then this all characters must be in uppercase. Then only this will give you output. If you will keep any one character in lowercase. Now see here, let me keep I just in lowercase. Do you think you will get the output?
No.
No data. No data. Why? Because you converted everything in uppercase here, no? Right? So you have to search data in uppercase only. Hope it is clear so far.
Yes.
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 So this was all about upper. Now, if it is clear, I will proceed further with the lower keyword. Shall I start the lower keyword now?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Okay, good. Now, similar to upper, exactly same, we have a lower keyword. And I will not explain that. I will show you the query, and I want you guys to think over this and please explain how this is working. Okay. Oh, now this is for lower. Okay. Now, are you getting all the records who are from Delhi?
Yes.
Correct. But I have used lower here, and here I have kept everything in lower case. Now we will try to understand that how this query is getting executed. Okay. So can you tell me in this query which keyword will be executed first?
From.
From, right? Okay. So from means you have to take data from this employee table, correct? Okay. So engine will take a copy of this employee table. And let's keep it here. So far clear?
Yes.
I repeat, please feel free and ask questions if it is not clear, because these all are the basics, the foundations of SQL. Okay. So from employees over, we have taken a copy of the employee table. What next?
Where?
Where. After from, you will execute where keyword. The task of where is to apply filter. Okay. Now here after where you have written lower location, correct? Now
Yes.
can you tell me what is the meaning of lower location?
Location should be converted into lowercase.
Very good. Similar to upper location, lower location means we are telling SQL engine that SQL, whatever data is present in this location column, please convert all of them in lowercase. But where this will take place? In the parent table or temporary?
Temporary.
Temporary. Everything is happening in the temporary. Okay. Now, you see all the record has been converted in lowercase here. Okay. Now, after this, what you are searching in this column, lower location, we are searching this lowercase Delhi, right?
Right.
Request to be muted if you're not asking questions. Okay. So you're searching for this lowercase Delhi in this lower location column, right? So engine will check this Delhi in all these records in this lower location column one by one. So do you think this Delhi is same as this Delhi?
Yes.
Yes. So it will be selected. So then this will be selected. Then these two records will be selected. Is this clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Then this record is getting derived from this record. So this record will be selected. This record is getting derived from this record. So this will also be selected. And this record is getting derived from this record. This will also be selected. That's why finally, please be muted, folks. Entire class is getting disturbed. If you're not speaking, please be on mute. So now then you have select. In select, you have to display employee name, location, and gender. Then engine will display the employee name, location, and gender for the records, whatever you have selected. And that's why you will get this output. Is this clear so far?
Yes.
Yes.
I have one question.
Yes.
Here you're using only one filter condition. If
Mm-hmm.
suppose we apply two conditions, so suppose his location and his gender is male,
Mm-hmm.
and in that case, how to write?
I will come to that multiple conditions when I will teach you and or operator, in operator. We'll discuss it. Just give me some time. We'll discuss it. I think today we will cover it.
Why are
Okay.
why is the system converting the caps lock also to small?
Because here you have written lower, no? So that's why everything will be converted in lowercase, and
So
then it will check with the lowercase data.
yeah, but we have here already some in lowercase, like Michael. The Michaels are in lowercase. So why doesn't it just copy this?
No, so maybe like in this case, it will directly copy it. You're right. No need to convert it.
No, why is it converting? Like we are putting the same thing where lower location equal to del, but we
Uh-huh.
have written everything in small here.
Here.
No, in the red one, like that time when I asked, so it was like
Uh-huh.
because we have written everything in caps, so everything was being copied, right? Even the ones which has only one caps, that is D is in caps, but it was still
Mhm.
copying, right? So why is this happening?
Uh, Maybe I have not understood your question. See, when you
Like
have read, hmm,
like when
yeah,
we
yeah,
were doing the upper one, so I had a query like why is it getting DELHI is getting capital DELHI is coming in caps. So you told that here near FX we had written DELHI in capital, right? So the reason why it got copied,
hmm,
the Tom one here in green,
mm-hmm.
yeah. Oh, no, extreme left.
This one, okay. Oh, sorry, this one.
Yes, this one, it just
Hmm,
copied down, right? So you
hmm,
told that it was like capital DELHI. We had written that, so henceforth
hmm,
it got copied. Yeah,
hmm.
here we are writing only everything in small. So why the capital ones are also getting formatted or changed?
See, here if I'm talking about this query,
Yeah,
so here we have written upper,
yes,
right? So the meaning of upper is it will it will convert any data in uppercase, whatever it may be. If already it is in uppercase, it will be as it is. So when I have written here where upper location, it means I'm telling SQL engine that I want to convert the data of this location column all in uppercase. So that is why you will see here that in the upper location column and which we are deriving, this is happening in the temporary memory. So all the records, everything will be converted in uppercase here. First of all, is this part clear that upper
yes,
location, what it is
yes,
doing?
yes, yes,
This is clear, right?
yes.
Upper location task is very simple. It will just convert whatever you will write, it will convert that in uppercase. This part is clear?
Yes.
Okay. Now, in this upper location column, which we have derived here, what we are searching within this? Delhi, all in uppercase, right? Here I have written no, Delhi, all in uppercase. So now I'm searching this Delhi, which is all in uppercase in this column. So then engine will find that this Delhi is all in uppercase. This is all in uppercase. This is all in uppercase. So engine will select this. And because this record has been derived from this record, so literally this will get selected. This record has been derived from this record, so this will be selected. Similarly, for these two records, this will be selected. And then finally, you are telling to display employee name, location, and gender. So the records, whatever you have selected, like Tom, Michael, Abdul, Michael, so these values will be displayed, and that is what you're getting output here. That all these records which are from Delhi, which we have selected here, are getting displayed here. Is this what you're asking, Naima, or something different? And I answered something
No.
different.
So yes, so here we converted everything in uppercase, but when it will display in the normal format, like it was in the
Right, because it will display from this table.
paste. Okay.
So that is why it will display the normal data only. Okay, because you are not displaying upper location. In select, what you have written? You have written just location, right? So it will display this data. This is a location. In select, if you will write upper location, then engine will understand that, oh, user wants to display location all in uppercase. Then it will display all the location in uppercase. Let me show you this. Now see here. Here, if I'm executing this query, I'm getting this. Oh, sorry. Where is this? This one. Now see, I have written upper location here in this query, right? But here, if you see this data, this daily all are in different cases. Because this column, the values, what you are saying here, it is getting derived from this table, right? Here you have not converted anything in uppercase. The moment you will write upper, suppose if I will write upper here, then what is the meaning of this? From this, you are telling SQL engine that please display the location in uppercase, because now this upper location is in select clause. So when you will run this, now you see all the values are getting displayed in uppercase. No, is
Yes.
this clear?
Yes.
Not only with location, suppose this employee name as well. You want to display all this employee name in uppercase. Just write here upper. Okay, so engine will understand that, oh, user wants to display all the employee name in uppercase. So when you will run this query, you see all the employee name are converted in uppercase. No, you see here, everything is in uppercase. The task of upper is very simple. Whatever column you will write within upper, it will convert that in uppercase. But this will not touch your parent table. Now see, I will show you parent table. See, in parent table, still all the employee names are as it is. Do you think all the data has been changed in uppercase? No, it is as it is. Similarly, in location, all the values are as it is. It has not been changed in uppercase. Hope it is clear.
Yes.
Okay. So hope upper and lower is clear to everyone.
Yes.
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 Okay.
I
Now,
have a question. So how we
yeah.
will get to know that okay, we have such kind data, or is it recommended to use upper or lower to get
Mm,
all this kind of data? So that's my question. Yeah.
Good question. Because very good question. So the question is like Tanvir, here you have selected records. You have 10 records or something like that. So here you could see that okay, data is in different cases, and you're using upper and lower. But Tanvir, I'm working in project, and suppose if there we have millions of records, so how I will come to know, right? So for that, if you are sure, okay, in your project, if you are sure that the value what you are searching, if you're sure about that case, that okay, it is in all in uppercase, all in lowercase, or any fixed case is there, then it is fine. You write that value only. Suppose if you are very much sure that in your table, the daily, all the daily value, whatever you have written, all is in proper case. I mean, all the records are like this only. Then it is fine. No need to write upper or lower. Okay. But if you are not sure what is the case, how the record has been saved in the table, then in that case you have to write upper or lower. Hope it is clear.
Yes.
Okay. But I will recommend not to use upper and lower always. If you are not sure that in which format data has been saved, Generally, it doesn't happen. Generally, in your project, when you will work, they will maintain a consistent order here. Okay, this is not appreciated. Or if someone has loaded data in this format, no, so this will be a defect. He has to again load in a correct format. But suppose if someone has loaded in this format, generally when you work on any project which is related to government project where they're not following the data properly, right? You all have seen many times your Aadhaar card name and your address, the spelling and all those things. A lot of errors will be there, right? Then you will send that for rectification, right? So that is why when you're not sure the data has been saved in which format, it is in uppercase, lowercase, proper case, then in that scenario, you go with upper or lower. Okay.
Thank you.
Tanvi, we
just-
can also check using distinct keyword, right?
I will come to intentionally, I'm not telling distinct now. When I will come to that, I will explain it. But yes, you're right.
Okay.
Directly we can write select distinct and the column name, and
Right.
quickly we can see that what are the different cases. That's correct.
Okay.
Okay. Many times during the course it will happen that you're asking a question and I will not answer it. The reason is, let me tell you why. Where is your batch? The reason is if I will jump from one topic to another topic now, so those who are very new, they might get confused at what has happened. Suddenly, then we jump from this to this. In that case, you make a note of the question what you have asked. Sometimes you will ask question and I will tell you that, okay, this question will be answered when I will teach this topic. Okay, this will be answered after 2 or 3 classes. But if you need an urgent or immediate answer for that, what you have to do? A class will be over by 9 a.m., right? 7 to 9. So after 9, you can ask any question because then the class will be over. Okay, and we will take that unofficial question. Then you can ask any question from any topic. Okay, then there is no restriction. We will answer it. Okay.
Okay.
Fine then. Let me proceed. Now similarly, in this lower location, I have written this. I got this output, right? Now, if I will write here all in uppercase, then what will happen?
No data found.
No data found, right? Why?
Because we already
Because-
converted location into lowercase and we are writing
Good.
in uppercase.
Very good. Because here you are telling engine to convert all the location in lowercase, right? Let me explain here. Okay, 1 minute. Now see, in this query, in where clause, we are applying filter, correct? Okay. You are searching in which column? Lower location, right?
Mm.
But this time what you are searching? You are searching Delhi, which is present all in uppercase. So tell me, will you find this Delhi all in uppercase here? Is this present here?
No.
No. So again, this is like a contradictory statement. You are converting everything in lowercase. Then why you are searching uppercase data? Will you find this? No. It is again same as you are sitting in a veg restaurant and you're asking for non-veg, correct? So that's why if you will execute this query, this will also tell you no data found. So net summary is, if you want to search data case insensitive, okay, then for that there are 2 solutions. The solution 1 is you use up lower location, but in that case, sorry, let me keep it first. You have to use upper location, but in that case here, everything should be in uppercase. Okay. And then the solution 2 is you have to write this in lower, but here everything has to be in lowercase. This is the net crux of the story, whatever we have discussed so far. Hope it is clear to everyone. Okay, any
Yes.
question?
Yes.
Okay. We will take a short break, and it's 8:07 in my machine now, and we will be back at 8:15. 8:08 now, 8:15. Okay, fine. We'll back at 8:15. Okay, fine. So we should start now. Hope my voice is audible and screen is visible to everyone.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this was all about upper and lower we have discussed so far. Now proceeding further. Okay. Now I will take some other example. Let me check if I have some. Okay. Well, let me continue with the same data. Okay, but I am confused. Maybe you guys will okay confused here. Okay, let me take the same data. Okay, just a small modification. I will remove this record because here the ID is not there. We continue with the same data. Ignore this query, whatever I have written. Okay, line number 13. I will explain after some time. Ignore this. This I don't want. Insert this down. Now suppose this is the employee table. I have changed some data in this table. Okay. Okay. So now this is our employee table. Okay. Now here, if I will ask you, do you think this employee ID is in ascending order?
No.
No. Is this in descending order?
No.
No.
Many time it happens now. You want to sort the data, correct? So that it will be easy to search something, right? So suppose here the requirement is your manager is telling that this data is not sorted, like this employee ID is neither in ascending order nor in descending order. Okay. And your manager is telling that can you please display this record, but I want the employee ID column to be sorted in ascending order. Hope the question is clear.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So whenever you have to sort the data, okay, for that you have to use this order by keyword. Order by keyword means you are telling SQL engine that I want to sort the data. Okay. Then you have to write now on which column basis you want to sort this data.
Employee ID.
Employee ID. So you have to write here order by employee ID. Okay. Now let me run this query and please verify the output. Now tell me, do you think this data is sorted based on employee ID?
Yes.
Mm.
Do you think, guys, this is sorted?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, this is in which order? Ascending order or descending order?
Sending order.
Sending.
Ascending order, right?
Right.
Ascending order, you all know, lowest to highest, and descending order is highest to lowest, right?
Lowest.
Now, my question is, I'm thinking here, I have just written select a star from employee, order by employee ID. Order by means to sort the data. So I am telling SQL engine that SQL, please sort the data based on employee ID column, correct? But have I mentioned here anything to sort in ascending order or descending order? I have not mentioned anything, right? Then how this is sorted in ascending order? How?
By default,
By
By
in
default
default.
order by taking ascending order.
Good. If you will not write anything ascending or descending. So by default, engine will sort the data in ascending order. If you want, you can write ASC, your wish. So now this is clear that this column will be sorted in ascending order. Still, you will get the same output. Are you getting the same output?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what we learned from this, whenever you have to sort the data, you have to use this order by keyword along with the column on which you want to sort the data. If you want to sort in ascending order, you can write ASC, or if you don't want, no need to write it. Engine will understand. By default, it will sort this in ascending order. Hope it is clear so far. Okay. Now the question is that no, Tanvir, I want to sort this in descending order. So in that case, you have to write DESC. DESC means descending order. Please verify that. Now, do you think this is sorted in descending order?
Yes.
Is this in descending order?
Yes.
So hope
Yes.
it is clear to everyone. Using
Yes.
order by, you can sort the data either in ascending order or in descending order. Any question?
Yes. So
Yes.
here we have only type employee ID, right? But
Mhm.
the entire thing is like employee name is also going hand in hand, salary, location,
Your
gender.
voice is not audible, Naima.
Am I audible now?
Audible. Please go ahead.
We have typed here only employee ID, right? We just
Mhm.
mentioned employee ID, but everything like employee name, salary, location, genders,
Mhm.
everything is getting changed with that, and it is happening in a right sequence. So it is also by
Mhm.
default.
Because you have written here order by employee ID ascending.
Yes.
So ascending ID 1 will be here, then 2, then 3, and all those things.
Yes.
So because ID 1 is related to Tom, so yes, Tom will get displayed here, no?
Okay. So we don't have
ID
to
2,
do it like
no,
employee ID, employee name,
no.
salary,
That
location.
is not required. You don't have to write this. If you will write employee means ascending order, so now here you have employee ID 2. So 2 is related to John. So all the data of John will be displayed here automatically. You don't have to write for all other columns.
Okay.
Okay. It's not like we are sorting only this. Okay. Everything will get sorted because this ID2 is a property of John, no? So this will also be sorted.
Okay.
Clear?
Yes.
Okay.
I have a
Now,
doubt, Tanvir.
yeah.
For descending order and describe, both are the same keyword.
Mhm. For that, you have this question here. Read this question. Name a reserved keyword which has two different functionality in SQL. What is the answer?
This DESC.
DESC, right? It is
Right.
that reserved keyword which has two
Yes.
different functionality. If you are using this DESC with order by, the meaning will be descending. If you are using this DESC with a table name, the meaning will be described. So the same keyword but two different functionality. Hope it is clear.
Yeah. Got it.
Okay. Now here I am sorting this data based on employee ID, right? Which has the numbers, correct? Now suppose my manager is telling that Tanvir, okay, fine, you have sorted based on employee ID ascending, descending. That is fine. But Tanvir, I want to sort this data based on employee name. Are you getting my question? My manager is telling me I want to sort the data based on employee name. So for that, what we have to do in this query. Now on which column basis you want to sort?
Employee name.
Employee name. So write order by employee. So now this is ascending or descending?
Ascending.
Ascending. So when I will run this query, you will find here the records will be sorted based on the employee name in ascending order. So please verify here. Do you think this employee name is in ascending order?
No.
Yes.
Ascending, yes.
No.
Descending.
How?
It's descending.
No, this is an ascending,
This
no?
is ascending now. It's a
Employee
start
name.
and inform T.
Okay.
Check employee name. We are sorting based on the employee name, right? So
Hmm.
you check the employee. I think you are checking employee ID. That's why
Yes.
you're telling descending. No, we are sorting here based on the employee name.
Hmm.
So based on the employee name column, you see first you have Abdul A, Harry H, John J, Michael M, Sarah S, and then T. So it is A, H, J, M, S, and T. So this is ascending order,
Yes.
right? So what we learned from this, that we can sort data either based on the number column or based on the column which has characters or the alphabets. Hope it is clear. Okay.
Yes.
Can you
Similarly,
please repeat that sentence?
I told here that we can sort data based on the column which has numbers or based on the column which has alphabets. Like here we have alphabets now, so we can sort based on this only. In alphabets, ascending means from it will start from A. So see in Abdul you have A, then H, then J, M, S, T. This is in ascending order. And now if I will write this employee name descending, you will see here the data will be sorted in descending order. Please verify this. Now, do you think this data is sorted in descending order?
Yes.
Do you think this is in descending order? Now you have
Yes.
Tom, T, S, M, J, H, A. This is in descending order. So what we understood from this, using order by, we can sort the data based on any column, whatever we want, whether it is number, whether it is alphabets, anything we can sort it. Is this clear?
So we can use order by for any one of the column, not for 2 or 3
Oh,
columns.
two column as well we can use. I will show you after this. This one column combination is clear.
Yes.
Yes.
Clear to everyone, right? Okay. So now suppose your okay. Suppose now I have to sort this data based on the salary column in ascending order. So what I have to do? What should be the query for that?
Order by salary.
Order by salary. You want to sort based on the salary column. You have to write order by salary. So if you will check this output, do you think this salary is in ascending order?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Similarly, now now John is getting displayed on top because John is earning the least salary. Michael is at the bottom because he is earning the highest salary. Similarly, if you want to display this in descending order, you can write here DSC. So now the salary will be in descending order. Now you see salaries in descending order, getting 500, then 300, then 200. Is this clear? Okay. Now suppose the question is, I want to show the female employees on top, then all the male employees. Then what you have to do? Is the
Order by
question
gender.
clear?
We have to filter
Gender.
in gender.
On which column you want to filter data now?
Gender.
Gender.
Gender. Okay. You want to keep female employees on top, right? So it means F on top and then M. So
Ascending.
first F, then M. So this is which order?
Ascending order.
Ascending order.
Ascending.
So I will
Yes.
write order by gender only. By default, it will take ascending order. So you could see here, Sarah is a female employee. Her details are getting displayed on top. Then you have all the other employees who are male. Their details are getting displayed after this. Is this clear?
Yes. And if we want only female employees, then
Good question. Now, suppose the question is, I want to display only female employee. That is what you're asking, no?
yes.
For that, what you have to do, it means you are telling you want to apply filter. So for filter, which keyword we use?
Where?
Where. So you write where here. Okay, on which column you want to apply filter?
Gender.
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 Equal to F.
Okay, gender equals F, right.
Hmm.
Now check the output. You are getting only female employee and you have Sarah only.
So
Hope it
for
is clear.
this,
Hmm.
also we use order by gender also, or
Because
simply
here,
this first one.
here you have only one record. So order by is not required. Okay.
Okay.
Suppose, let me insert one more female employee name here. Choose one. Now suppose I'm picking some name. Suppose we have Prithvi and Hyderabad. This is female. Okay, now we have one more female employee, Prithvi. Okay, now you see, if I will run this query, just if I will run this one. So here this is the output. Now tell me, here this is in ascending order, right? Employee name. If I want to sort this in descending order, then order by gender and you mark here descending. Now you see descending. Yes, we count this now. What happened? Order by gender. Oh, sorry, no. Employee name. Suppose I want to sort based on the employee name in descending order. I have to write order by employee name descending. Now see Sarah is on top. Then you have Kriti. Okay. Hope it is
And
clear.
if we have other gender as well, like M, F, and T.
M, F, and T. So what is the requirement there?
And we have to order by descending order or ascending order.
Okay, I will come to that. I will explain you. Let me explain one more scenario in this. Then I will come to that scenario. Now suppose in this employee table, okay, we have the first scenario that we will sort order by gender. And here we have the female employees on top, right? Okay. We have this data. Okay, this is the data. And female employees are on top because you have written here order by gender. It means you are telling to the SQL engine, I want to sort based on the gender column in ascending order. That's why female employees on top. This output is clear. First of all, confirm me, guys. Then I will proceed further.
Yes.
This is clear to everyone.
Yes.
Okay. I want everyone to participate.
Yes.
Everyone to respond. Okay. Then only I will understand. Are you guys are following this or not? Okay. Now this is the output. That is fine. Okay. Now tell me one thing. We have written here order by gender. The meaning is we want to sort gender in ascending order because we have not written anything. So by default, it will sort in ascending order. That is fine. Female employees are on top, and then you have the male employees, correct? Now suppose here I'm giving interview, or suppose my manager is asking this question. That Tanvir, okay, fine. Female employees you have kept on top, you have written order by gender. But why Sara is getting displayed before Kriti? What is the reason? Can anyone answer this? They both are female, no? Then why
Because in
first we are
system, they
displaying?
are stored in the same way.
Okay. Any other thought?
First of all, we have ordered sequence to order by gender, right? So female will come first,
Right.
and if we have, and after that, all other entries will be sorted by ascending order once the gender is sorted.
No, but have I mentioned that for all other entries to be in ascending order?
The table
no.
Sara
If
is listed first and Kriti was listed second, so that's why the Sara was listed the top.
okay, then what about this male employees? Why you're displaying Michael here first?
In
And
parent
then why
table,
Harry?
Michael having the entry first, then Harry, then Abdul, then John, then Michael.
Okay. See, now listen carefully. Here you are sorting based on gender. So female employees are on top. Then you kept Sara and then Kirti. Now there is no logic for this. It is totally the wish of engine. It can place it in any order. Maybe the next time I will run this query now. So maybe Kriti will come first and then Sara. Got it? Now suppose your manager is telling that no, Tanvir, this is not good. I want to maintain a logic for this. Okay. My manager is telling that if you are sorting and for female employees, if you have more than one employees, or male if you have more than one employee, so there will be conflict. There is a conflict, no? Like here, John can tell me that why my name is getting displayed after Michael, Harry, and Abdul. Then what justification will you give to John? Tell me. You will just tell that it is the wish of SQL engine. John will not be convinced. Are you getting this point?
Yes.
Suppose I have taken a SQL test, okay? And suppose we have Lakshmi, she is scored 25. We have Kash, he also scored 25. We have Afina, she also scored 25. Now suppose I will give first rank to Lakshmi, second rank to Akash, third rank to Afina. So Akash and Afina, they will ask me, no, that why you kept Lakshmi on top, first rank, although we all have scored the same marks. Correct? So I should be having some reason for this. I cannot tell that, no, it's my wish. Are you getting this point?
Yes.
Right? So there must be some logic. So now my manager is telling that Tanvir, okay, you are sorting in ascending order based on gender, but do one thing. When you have multiple employees, okay, with the same gender, then sort this employee name in ascending order. Okay, then there will be no conflict. Got it?
Yes.
Okay. So here, how many levels of sorting we have to do?
Two.
Two levels of sorting. First is based on the gender. All the female employees we have to keep on top. Now within this female employees, then I have to sort this in ascending order. Correct? Then we have all the male employees. Now within this male employees, I have to sort all of them in ascending order. Is the question clear first of all?
Yes.
Question is clear to everyone?
Yes.
Okay. So for that, what we have to do, I will write here order by gender, comma, employee. Now listen very carefully. This is confusing concept actually. Now just first of all, observe this output. Ignore the query, whatever I have written. Just focus on the output, observe it, and tell me, is this as per the requirement now?
Yes.
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 Okay. Now you could see here what was the first condition? Female employees
is
should be
female,
on
yes.
top, right? So all the female employees are on top. Then we have all the male employees. This is satisfied. Okay. Now within this female employee, what my manager has told, I want the employee name should be in ascending order, right? Now here if Sarah will ask that why you kept my name after Kriti, then we have a logic. We can tell that we are sorting based on ascending order. So your name S comes after K. That's why we have kept Sarah after Kriti. Correct? Similarly, in all these male employees, you could see here Abdul, Harry, John, Michael, and Tom. Suppose if this John will ask me why you kept my name after Abdul and Harry, right? So what I will tell? I will tell because we are following the ascending order format here, right? So hope this output is clear.
Yes.
Okay. Now we'll try to understand the meaning of this query. The meaning of this query is you are telling SQL engine to sort based on the gender. So engine will sort based on the gender. But if multiple records have the same gender, then engine will check whether user has given any other instruction. So has he given any other instruction? So yes, this is the next instruction you have given, right? What is this? Here, the meaning of this is you are telling to the SQL engine that if multiple records have same gender, then consider employee name to sort the data. But in which order? After employee name, have you written anything ascending or descending? You have
No.
not written anything. So by default, it will be which order?
Ascending order.
Ascending.
Ascending order. So that's why now see this is sorted in ascending order within male, and this is sorted in ascending order within female. Is this clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Hope it is clear to everyone.
Yes.
Yeah, clear.
Okay. So this second condition, when this will come into picture, this employee name, when you have multiple records with the same gender, right? Okay. Now suppose your manager is telling that no, Tanvir, my requirement has changed. You are sorting based on gender, no, but keep the employee names in descending order. Is the question clear?
Yes.
Within each gender, keep the employee names in descending order. I mean, like this. Now, I will not execute this query. I want you folks to tell me what is the meaning of this query. I'm not asking the output. I'm asking what is the meaning of this query. Tell me.
First, it will sort the table by gender in ascending order.
First of all, it will sort based on the gender in ascending order. Okay, all the female will be on top, then all the male after that. Okay, after that.
And after that, it will sort the employee name in descending order. So for that, we need to have multiple entries in the gender. So in the current, so in this output, which on the table which you have selected, Sarah will come on top, and then Kriti will come.
Then Kriti, okay.
Similarly, in the men, Tom will come on top, then Michael, and then John, Harry, Abdul.
Good. Good, perfect. So here you see the meaning of this query is, first of all, you have to sort based on the gender, right? In which order?
Ascending.
Ascending. No, not descending. Don't think that this descending which I have written is applicable on gender as well. No. This descending is applicable only for employee name. After gender, have you written anything ascending or descending? Tell me.
No.
No, you have not written. No. So if you have not written, so gender will be in which order?
Ascending order.
Ascending order, right? And if multiple records have the same gender, then you have to consider employee name, but in which order? Descending order. Now see, I'm running this query. Please observe and verify this output. Tell me what you understood from this. First of all, the condition on all the female are on top. Okay. And after that, we have all the male. Correct? We have all the female on
Yes.
top, no? Then you
Yes.
have all the male, right? Now, within female, this is in descending or ascending order?
Descending.
Employee name.
Descending order.
This is descending, right? S and then K. For male, this is which order? Descending or ascending? This is in descending. You have Tom, then Michael, then John, then Harry, then Arthur. Hope it is clear.
Yes.
Yes.
You all understood this or not? Everyone understood this?
Then we
Yes.
like if we have to put ascending like in gender by default taking ascending, so whatever condition we give like order by, so we have to put intentionally like whether it's ascending or descending.
Right. Let me show you one more example, then it will be clear. See, now suppose if I will write this query. First of all, tell me the meaning. What is the meaning of this query? Tell me, what is the meaning of this query?
So it will
Sort
first
the yeah.
order by gender descending, and then the employee name descending.
No. Don't tell and. You have to tell this that first of all, it will sort based on gender in descending order. And if multiple employees have the same gender, then engine will consider this employee name. Are you getting this point? Then
Yes.
employee name in descending order, right? Now, if I will run this query, check the output. Understood this output?
Yeah.
Check the gender in descending order. Descending means you are getting all the M first, right? Then you have all the F after that, correct? Okay.
Yes.
So for multiple records, if the gender is same, what you have written? Employee name in descending order, right? So do you think here the employee name is in descending order? Yes or no?
Yes, descending order.
Descending order. For female, these employee names are in descending order, right?
Yes.
Hope it is clear. Is this clear?
Yes, it's
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now listen to the misconception. Many candidates, they think that the meaning of this query is we have to sort gender in descending order and we have to sort employee name in descending order. So for this, what they will do, let me show you. This is the table now. No, yeah, let me take this one. For this, what they will do, they will see here that, okay, gender is descending order. So in they will take the gender column. They will keep all M here. They sorted the gender in descending order. Well, you have one more if not. Then they will think that, okay, employee name in descending order. So from this, they will take the employee name in descending order. Descending order, you will get Tom first. They will keep Tom here. Then after Tom, RST. No, Sarah will come first. No, they will bring Sarah here. Then Tom. RST. Tom. LM. Then Michael. JK. John. Sorry, Priti. Then John. Then Harry. And then Abdul. So many candidates, they think the meaning of this query is to sort gender in descending and to sort employee name in descending. So do you think this is the correct meaning of this query?
No.
No. So you are making Sarah as male, but Sarah was marked as a female here. Okay, so this is a misconception. Many candidates, they think the meaning of this query is sorting gender in descending, then sorting employee name in descending. No. This is not the meaning of this query. The meaning is, first of all, you have to sort gender in descending. While sorting that, if you find multiple records having the same gender, then you have to stop there and check for the next instruction. Next instruction is employee name in descending. Then within this, first of all, you sort the employee name in descending. Then move to the next gender. Now within this, sort the employee name in descending. This is the meaning. Is this clear? Is this clear, everyone?
Clear, sir.
Do you have any
Yes.
question? No questions? I'm surprised you don't have any question. Okay. Now, if you don't have a question, I have a question here. I want to sort it based on the salary in ascending order. What should be the query?
Select start from employee,
Order by
salary,
salary.
ascending.
Okay, this is the query, and here is your output. Okay. Do you think this is correct output? Yes, this is correct.
Yes.
We have
Yes.
written order by salary in ascending. This is an ascending, no? Right?
Yes.
Okay. But suppose my manager is asking this question that Tanvir, okay, you sorted this in ascending order. This is fine. You kept 200 first, then 300, and then 500. But Tanvir, in this 300, why you're showing Abdul, then Harry, and then Tom, and then Sarah? Do you have any answer for this? Why Sarah you kept at the last? Do you have any logic for this?
No,
No.
it's the engine is now.
Engine wish.
It's up to the engine wish. That there is a concept of row number. When I will teach you row number, then I will tell you. Okay. But it's randomly engine can show anyone, right? So if Sarah is claiming here that Tanvir, why you kept me after Abdul, Harry, and Tom, I will tell sorry. Here in the query, we don't have any other instruction. The only instruction is to sort based on the salary. That's why I sorted based on the salary. Now, if multiple records have the same salary, we just put it in a random order, right? Clear? Okay.
Yes.
Now, suppose my manager is telling that Tanvir, fine, but this is not the justice we are doing. Do one thing, sort the records based on the salary in ascending order. But if you find that more than one record have the same salary, then you sort employee name in ascending order. Is the question clear?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is the question clear to everyone?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now for that, what we have to do, we have to give two instructions. The salary is in ascending order, and then we have to write it employee name as well. Now the meaning of this is we are telling SQL engine to first of all sort based on the salary. If multiple records have the same salary, then jump to employee name. Correct? Right? I'm
Right.
executing this query. Please check the output. Not this is that. Oh. Please verify this output. Is this clear now?
Yes, clear.
So you could see here, they all have the same salary. Now, if Tom will ask me that, Tanvir, why you kept me after Abdul, Harry, and Sarah? So what I will tell?
It was sorted by the employee name. Lowest one.
We will tell that because here we are sorting based on the employee name in ascending order. This salaries for Abdul, Harry, Sarah, and thanks for disturbing the class. Please be on mute. You are disturbing everyone. Okay, so please be on mute, everyone. So here, these all have the salary same. And then if the salary is same, you have to sort based on the employee name in ascending order. So that's why I will give this justification to Tom. That Tom, I agree that Abdul, Harry, Sarah, and you, they all have the same salary. But here the logic was if the salary is same, then we have to sort based on the employee name in ascending order. That's the reason. Got it? Similarly for this 500, Kriti and then Michael. Why? Because Kriti, K comes first and then Michael M. Hope it is clear.
Yes,
Is
sir.
this clear? Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
But I have a question here. I have a question. I have written here order by salary ascending, employee name ascending. I have not written ascending, so you know by default it will be ascending only, right? Okay. Employee name ascending. So in ascending, Abdul should come on the top. No. Why John is coming on the top?
But
First,
salary
it will be
also
sort
in
by salary.
ascending.
Good. First priority we are giving to which column?
Salary.
Salary.
Salary. Then we will go to employee name. Clear? Clear, no?
Yeah, clear.
Okay. So order by we have discussed, but we have covered only, I think, 20% of order by now. Okay, other 80% of order by. Don't think that order by is over. Okay, we have many other scenarios in order by which we'll discuss in the next class on Monday. Okay, next class is on Monday. Okay. Now quickly another, okay, we have 2 minutes left. Okay, then quickly I want to show you one thing that from the next class I will stop the recording. Sorry, sharing. The screen sharing I have stopped. I'm starting again. Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Okay, now listen very carefully. From the next class, that is from Monday, we will not take classes on Zoom. The reason is after the class, we are sharing recording, the classroom notes, the Excel workbook, and the assignments, right? These 4 documents will be shared with you after each and every class. Earlier, what happens, like we used to share the recording on YouTube. Yesterday as well, you might have seen that the demo class recording we have shared on YouTube, right? So it becomes difficult for the participants to manage the recordings on YouTube. And every day you have to check the link and all the system. Then we are sharing the assignments, the notes, everything on WhatsApp. Then it becomes difficult to manage everything on WhatsApp. Sometimes you will keep a track, sometimes you will miss it. So that is why we have onboarded a platform which is known as Graphy, tna.graphy.com. So I will tell you that how you have to log into this. Okay. First of all, I will show you how it looks like. Okay. This is the admin access I have. No, I will not show you the admin access. You will get confused. Oh, where is that? 248. Okay, this is the Graphy app. Okay, let me show you the dashboard. So the dashboard will be like this. Hope you all can see my screen and hear me, right?
Yes, yes.
Please don't drop now.
Yes.
Otherwise, you will face problem in login and then you will start disturbing everyone. So listen to this. So when I will tell you how to log in, how to register, don't worry about that. So when you will log in and register, you will see something like this. So for me, like as a candidate, I have purchased these two courses. I'm getting this two here. Okay. If you will purchase for you, it is S14 batch. You will get only S14 access here. Okay. It will be like this only. Some other poster will be there. Then you have to click on this anywhere you click it. Okay. Then you will get something like this date wise. Okay. This is for the previous batch I'm showing you. Okay. Like suppose tomorrow is 16 September. So you have to click on the 16 September and you will see, and then you have to click on recording. So you will see here the class, when the class will start at 7, no, automatically you just have to click on, you have to check the date, okay, of which date you're attending the class. Then you have to click on this recording. Then you will see here the class. Then you have to click on the start button and the class will be started. This part is clear?
Yes.
Simple. Okay.
Yes.
Once the class is over, okay, then you will get like this. The topics, whatever we have covered, like 5th September in the S12 batch, we have covered cross join, and we have this topic we have covered. If you click on the recording, you will see something like this, that okay, this is the recording. You click on this view recording, it will show you like what all we have discussed here. You can check like okay, this topic we have discussed. You can increase it if you want to change the pace or quality, you can do all those things. This part is clear, no?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Then here you have classroom notes. You can see the notes here, but here you cannot copy these notes. Okay, you see, I'm trying to copy, I cannot copy. Then you will ask question that Tanvir, I want to copy this, what to do? I will answer that. Hold on. Then here you have this workbook, this Excel workbook, what we are sharing now. We will keep it here. You can get this. So on this 5th September, I think we have not shared any assignment. So assignment is not there. Let me check. Now see, on 6th, we have shared the assignment. So this is the assignment you will get here. Again, this will not be copied. And you will get the assignment questions as well as solutions. Here solution is not there. We are working on this. So you will get questions as well as solution. First of all, is this part clear?
Yes.
Any questions so far? No? Okay. So here the benefit is on a single platform, date-wise date, you will get the topic name. If you want to check the recording, click on that. If you want to check the notes, the workbook assignments, everything is present on a single platform. Okay. And once the course is over, after that for 6 months, you will be having access to this. Suppose after 6 months, actually we don't revoke access. So far we are taking classes for the same 20 batches we have taken, but we have not revoked access for anyone. Okay. But if something goes wrong or you find if we find that there is some legitimate users are not there, then in that case we revoke access. But suppose if something goes wrong with this platform, or something happens and we have revoked your access after 6 months, okay, and then still if you want the access, then if you can request us, we can increase that to 1 or 2 months. Okay, but suppose if you want that, no, Tanvir, I want for the next 6 months as well, then you have to pay, I think, something 500 rupees, and then this subscription will be increased to the next 6 months. That's very simple. Okay. But if you want for 1 or 2 months to extend after 6 months, that is fine. We'll not charge anything. We'll give you access for that. This is clear.
Yes.
Is this clear? Now I will show you how to register. Hope you found this simple and useful, right? This platform, very simple to use. Now I will show you how to register to this. I'm opening this. No, I will not show in incognito mode. Now you have to write this tna.graphy.com. We will share this link with you. Okay. When you're logging for the first time, you will log out here. Okay. you will get something like this. You have to click on the explore courses. You will see all the courses which we have added in this graphy so far. Is this clear?
Yes.
Okay, you will get this page. I will share I or Firdaus will share the link after this class. You will get this page. Now, where is S14? Okay, S14 she has not created now. Oh yeah, it is here, right? Now for this S14, it is 49 rupees. For all of the courses, this all of the prices, you ignore it. So you have to click on this S14. Okay, then you have to click on buy now, and then this graphic platform, they charge something. They charge heavy amount, but we have decreased it to the minimum amount possible. Okay, so you have to click on the buy now, and then you have to click on proceed. Then you have to enter your name. You have to give your ID. Now here you have to be careful. Listen very carefully. You have to give the same name which you have registered to us. When you have done the payment, we have asked your full name. You remember, right?
Yes.
Same name you have to give here. Otherwise, at the back end, the amount will be deducted, but you will not be added. Then please don't tell us that's why I'm not getting added and all those things. So give the same name. Case is not mandatory. Give any case. Email ID. We will ask the email ID with you in the target group. You have to share, each one of you have to share the email ID. Same ID has to be present here. Okay. If by mistake you will give some other ID, what will happen? You will not be added. And then again, you have to pay 49 rupees. Okay. Then here number, which number you will give? The same number through which you have connected with us on WhatsApp and the number which we have added in the target group. Please don't do any mistake in these three steps. We will not be able to modify it at the back end. Okay. You have to again pay 49 rupees to enroll. Okay. And then whatever state you have, you select the state, whatever you have. Okay. And then click on buy now. Okay. Number it's asking.
Tanvir, which email ID we have to provide?
The ID today, Firdaus will mention in the group that please share your email ID. So you share the email ID and the same ID you have to give here. It means the ID which you are sharing with us and the ID which you will write here must be same. Okay. And those who are from the previous batch, those who are repeating the course, for you folks, you have to share the same ID which you have given earlier to us. No new ID will be entertained at any cost. The same number should be here. And one more thing for the new participants. You might be hearing that the previous batch few participants are there. So we don't encourage it. We don't allow it. Okay. In worst scenario, if they are not able to attend because of some reason, then only we allow. But in that case, they have paid 1,000 rupees. So please don't go with this assumption that if you will miss these classes, then we will allow you in the next batch. No. Okay. So now then you click on the buy now button. Okay, and then you will get this page here. Fine. And then you have to click, you have to verify this all things, click on the proceed to payment. And then you have all these payment options. I think you all are familiar with this. And then you can make the payment. Let me check, is there any UPI? The scanner is there. So I will show you, I make the payment for my ID and then I will show you. Okay, I have done the payment now. Okay, you could see here, payment is successful. Payment has been done. Okay. Now it will ask to verify email via OTP. So click on this. This is my email ID. Verify email via OTP. So you will get an OTP. Now listen to this. The game is not over. Few more things I have to explain. Where is the OTP? 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. 2476. Okay, register. The course is in your library. Go to the course. Now see, I could see this S14 is here. No, got it? Okay. So this we have taught you yesterday. So you're getting this. This is the classroom notes which I have given yesterday, and this is the workbook. Hope it is clear to everyone.
Yes.
Now, next
Yes.
important thing. Don't do mistake there. If you are logging through your personal laptop, please don't change the laptop. You have to log in daily using that laptop only. If you're logging using your official laptop, you have to log in using your official laptop only. Don't change it. If you are trying to log in using Chrome, daily try to log in using Chrome only. Don't change from Chrome to Edge to Firefox to what other you have. Don't change it. Don't open in incognito mode. What will happen? That every time if you log in through other devices, the Graphy will consider you that okay, you are a different user, and then it will block you. So log in using, select first of all the laptop. You have to log in using your personal laptop or official laptop, first thing. Second thing is select the browser. You want to log in using Chrome or Edge or anyone. Don't log in incognito mode. If you will log in through incognito mode, this one, every day it will consider a new login and then it will reject you, block you. Now you will ask me question that Tanvir, sometime I'm in a house, sometime in office. So I want to log in through both the devices. So in that case, we will give you two access. Once, if you are logging through personal laptop, select a browser and log into that only. Suppose in personal laptop, you're login through Chrome, log in through Chrome only. In official laptop, again, make a browser. So we have given 3 accesses, we have given maximum. Okay. Is this clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Don't do mistake here, otherwise it will block you. And then you will ask us that why I'm not able to log in and all those things. Next thing is we are on Play Store as well. So in Play Store, you have to type TechNest Academy. I will share the link right now after this class. You can download our app as well. You can attend the classes through that as well. This is all about this platform. Now, if you want to drop, you can drop. If you have any question, you can ask. No questions?
Thank you, guys. Bye.
Any other question, anyone? No? Okay, fine. Thank you. We'll meet on Monday. Thank you. Take care. Bye.
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 Thank you. Bye-bye.